Walk, Ride, Fly, coming to you live from Weehawken, New Jersey. Greetings, everybody. Today is Friday, May 14th, 2021, and the time is around 8:20 p.m. And let's see, the temperature is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather is getting better and better and better every day, each day. It feels so good. Anyways, I hope it stays this way because I'm not a big fan of the heat, humidity, all that stuff. That's not for me. Okay, let's see. Who do we have so far? Tori Day, what's up, brother? What's up? What's up? How you doing? I hope all is well. Let's see. Patricia's here as well. Greetings to you. Abby Knight, hello. It's been a while. Greetings to you, Ivy Lynn from Michigan. How are you doing? And Christine from Vancouver. Valerie is here as well. Ooh, at well. That is cray. I believe you. That is very cray. Cray, as they say. Beautiful shot, right? This is just amazing. I've been meaning to bring you this shot for a while. I think I've done a live, or no, not a live, just like a regular upload, walking video here a while ago. But this time I'm doing live. Bass Wilgenberg, greetings to you. Beautiful skyline, right? I'm telling you, this is a hidden gem. A lot of people who visit New York City don't make it out here on the New Jersey side and Weehawken to Jersey City and so on, because this city's along the Hudson River. They have the best view of the Manhattan skyline. Of course, the same on the other side on East River, but I don't know, for me, I like this side better. It's not as crowded, it's much nicer. It's very nice overall. Fila Style 84, it's been a while. How you doing, man? La Crista, hello. Greetings. I have a lot of new people, I see. Tina's here. Tina Cavazos, hello. Rachel from Queens, how are you doing? Cynthia, you made it. I'm glad you made it to the stream. Thank you for joining. Good evening to all of you. All right, so before we start, some housekeeping stuff. Make sure to give this video a like and share it on Facebook for me. It will take you a second before we start, and then we'll continue. Najuma Brown, hello. Oh yeah, Hoboken has an amazing view of Manhattan skyline as well. It's just a whole this Jersey City, Port Imperial, Edgewater, Hoboken, in general Jersey City. They just have an amazing view of the city. Sometimes I'm like, why don't people who are in the heart of Manhattan, in Midtown, they would be better off renting a property here or buying a property on this side, with a nice view of the city, and instead of being like in that, in the middle of, Manhattan and not have, some of them have nice views, but not everybody has a nice view, right? Even if they're in the city. But I understand, sometimes it's actually cheaper to have a property or to rent a property and to own a property in New York, because New Jersey has one of the highest property taxes in the country at 2.42%. The national average is 1.07%. Imagine. So if you look at this property here to my right, this is, fairly new property, and the cheapest condo that you can find here will cost you at least $1 million. That's like 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. If you want, better than that, if you want something better than that, then it's even more expensive. So for this kind of property here, if you own a piece of property here, you're going to be paying at least $45,000, $50,000 in just property taxes. Just in property taxes. Imagine, like this one here. Hey, greetings to you, KD. How are you doing? It's been a while. Darrell is here too. Hello. Yeah, so it's very expensive to own a property in New Jersey. In New Jersey, the average property tax for the state is $8,400. Think about it. $8,400. That's the average. So yeah, in terms of rent, it's cheaper to rent on this side sometimes, but to the most part, if you want to own a property, I don't. You can spend the same amount of money in New York. Look at this view right here. So I want to show you something here. One of the interesting things about New York is you have, a lot of fancy buildings. So if you look at that building, it kind of looks like a triangle. Are you guys seeing that? The one in the middle? Give me a thumbs up, give me a like if you're seeing that building. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that building. That is an amazing view, right? All right. No, like the video, friends. Like the video. If you are seeing that building, give it a like. So that building is Mercedes' house. You guys did not know there's such a thing called a Mercedes house, right? That is an apartment building. So at the very bottom of the building, around the basement, there is a Mercedes dealership. And the entire apartment is called Mercedes house. It's a beautiful building, very fancy building. Of course, expensive. You can find a condo to rent for $3,700. This was like a year and a half ago. One of my friends used to live there, and I had a chance to walk around the building, walk inside, and just get a full tour. Yeah, so even to use the gym, even if you live in the apartment, to use the gym, you have to pay an additional amount in addition to your rent. And the gym is called the Mercedes Club. It is a very fancy gym. And according to my friend, he has seen 50 Cent a few times in that building. And he has seen him working out in that building a few times. He doesn't know if he lives there or if he's just working out at that gym, at the Mercedes Club. Yeah, so at the bottom of the building, you like there's like a full Mercedes dealership. Anyway, I have shown it in one of my walks a few months ago, but I'll definitely go back and show it to you again. That is amazing, right? Wait, Tori, do you used to live here? Really? I had no idea. I thought you were just a Buffalo man all the time. I didn't know you were a New Yorker. In any case, that is a little bit of that property right there. I thought it was fascinating. And and my friend is like, trying to show off. He's like, yeah, I'm part of the Mercedes Club. I'm in the Mercedes house. What a... So most of these properties here that you're seeing are fairly new. Some of them are occupied. Some of them are, as you can see, empty. Because a lot of people didn't think it is worth it to invest in these properties. Because the property taxes in New Jersey are very high. And the price of these apartment buildings here, condos, is very, very high. Kristen Hansen, just go to Planet Fitness or Park. 50 Cent moved to Houston. He did? Oh, I'm sure he has properties all over the country. I mean, the wealthy elite, they have properties everywhere. No, I mean, you see them here today, next week they're somewhere else, you know what I mean? It's kind of like me, going to the living room, and then, a few minutes later you see me in the bedroom, and then sometimes you see me outside, sometimes I'm walking, Oh, Tori, okay, you're joking, right? Oh, okay. I had a feeling you were joking. Look at these properties, but imagine living here in one of these properties. How nice is this? How you doing? What a view. But I sometimes come here to visit friends who live Potter, Fort Lee, and so on. There's a nice coffee this way. but it's a very nice environment. And some of the buildings are still under construction. But yeah, definitely over here you can find a 2-bedroom apartment for maybe like 5,000 a month. You know, as nice as it is, it's not too bad. Of course, 5,000 is still a lot. KD, thank you so much. Thank you for the coffee super chat. Thank you. But one thing that I noticed about New Yorkers is they would rather pay a higher price for an apartment in the middle of Manhattan, even if it's very small, and you know, in a very rundown neighborhood, than come to Jersey, rent on this side, and get more for their money. So yeah, there's something, I don't know, about New York not wanting to move to Jersey, not wanting to have association with New Jersey. So I have friends, you know, who have lived in New York for many years, but don't want to come visit New Jersey. I'm like, you know, let's go and explore New Jersey. They're like, oh no, you know, I don't want to use my passport. I don't want to take out my passport. I don't want to have to go through customs and immigration. I'm like, it's just New Jersey. You don't need a passport. Yeah, that's one of the jokes, you know. They have, oh, little ASMR over here. I like this spot over here. Sometimes, you know, when life gets in the way, I come to these type of places to calm down, on my brain, relax, you know, do some like deep reflections, perspectives. Oh, you did. New 390. I appreciate that. New 390 is saying, I went to North 5th Street Pier today in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Video because he saw my video. That's awesome. That's awesome, my friend. I appreciate you. Man, I love that place. I'm definitely gonna go back again. So this is the Manhattan skyline, friends. Look how beautiful it looks. When we are walking inside Manhattan, you don't see all this beauty, right? Unless you live in a penthouse, unless you live like in a very nice building, high-rise building, it's kind of difficult to see the real beauty of the Manhattan skyline. But look at that. Kent Guevara is saying, Sai, never been to Jersey City when I was in New Jersey. I'm regretting it. I'm telling you, a lot of people do. And I'm trying to tell people, like especially visitors from out of town going to New York, you should take a few minutes. You should not, I mean, well, it takes 7 to 10 minutes to get here from New York City. But, you know, to take a couple of hours out of their time to come here and enjoy this view. You know, you can take the ferry, you can take the PATH train, you can take the bus to get here, you know? Why not? This is a postcard, absolutely. Hey Melee, how are you doing? Look at this over here. And there you go. There's the One World Trade Center building down that way. There's the Hudson Yards, Vanderbilt building, Chrysler building, Empire State building, MetLife building. All of these amazing buildings of New York City. Nico, I hope all is well. So calming, right? This is like the perfect ASMR video right here. All right, let's continue walking. There's a lot to see here today. here. Of course, if you have these types of properties, you're gonna have high security, police. You know, they gotta make sure everything is in order. Look at this amazing skyline. Good evening to you, Ana Kovac, all the way from Brazil. Master Hans, greetings to you. Nice seeing you. Yeah, it goes all the way up. Why is nobody walking? There are a couple walking around. I'm guessing. There's something going on. You know, it's a Friday night. People are probably out hanging out at bars, clubs. I don't know. Yeah, and also if you are thinking about staying in New Jersey for your next New York City visit, to be honest, an Airbnb, I wouldn't recommend staying in a hotel in Weehawken, Jersey City, or Hoboken. I have noticed that the prices of hotels in New Jersey, you know, next to the Hudson River, along the Hudson River, are more expensive. Most of the time, are more expensive than hotels in New York City and Manhattan. So, and plus in Manhattan, you have so many. But sometimes, you know, people think it's cheap on this side and commute to New York City while they're and they stay here. But I don't think that's worth it. There are a lot of, I mean, there's of them tend to be very expensive. I don't understand why. It doesn't matter what. During lockdown, a lot of the hotels in New York City were a lot cheaper. Prices slashed, you know, significantly lower than regular prices. But in New Jersey, it's like, you know, along the Hudson River, prices did not change much. Prices were pretty much the same. That is correct. This is where Captain Sally Burger, is that how he's Burger? Sally, right? I forgot his full name. But yeah, this is where he landed. Yes, on the Hudson River. Miracle on the Hudson. Yes. I think he retired right after that, right? What was his full name? Sally. No, Sully. Yeah. Sally would be a female name, right? Okay, friends, so let's continue walking. How you doing? Hi. Sullenberger. That is correct, not Sally. Okay, friends, so there's a lot going on here. I want to show you something. So if you take the ferry from this side, this would be one of the piers. So to take the ferry, you have to get your ticket from the office. Sometimes, you know, I mean, well, you can either buy it using an app, the New York Waterway app, or you can get the physical ticket at a ticket office down this way, down that way. You can get it there, and guess what? To go to Midtown, you pay $9 for an adult. I'm not sure what the price is for children and senior citizens, but for an adult, unfortunately, I'm not a little kid anymore. I don't get the children's discount anymore. I'm way older than that, unfortunately. So you pay $9 to go to Midtown, and if you want to go to Lower Manhattan, as you can see over there, close to the One World Trade Center, you would pay $13. And also to go to Wall Street, Pier 11, you pay 13 as well. All right, I'm not seeing your messages, friends. Are you? Okay, I do see it now. Hey, Anna Kovac, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Delay. Okay, friends, just gonna turn over here and continue walking. Let me know if you're here. Sully's hometown is where I live, along with Dwight Eisenhower. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Vignesh, did you see Action Kid and New York City Walkie show today? They were streaming together. No. Okay. Soon. Haven't been able to make it. We definitely will bring you something soon. All right. Family's having a good time. There's a nice restaurant over here too. I've never been in there, tried their food, but they're very popular. Always packed. All right, friends, as usual, give a thumbs up, give this video a like, you know. It's that time of the stream. If you are enjoying this video, give this video and also share it with friends. You guys know YouTube notifications. There's a seafood restaurant here. It is very popular. So you have a lot of options, you know. If you decide to visit New Jersey, especially along the Hudson River, you have a lot of options. But do not recommend staying in a hotel on this side of the river. See, a lot of you New Yorkers don't want to visit New Jersey, and I don't understand why. Because New Jersey has a lot of good things. It would be a great place for a proposal. Yeah, possible. Yvette vlogs. No, I'm not stopping. No, I'm still vlogging. If you guys enjoy this video, I will continue. Oh, it looks like it's not packed today. Most of the time it is. So you guys can check out the restaurant here. Sound of the rivers. Listen to the sound of the river. Hudson River right here. I wouldn't recommend swimming here. Eating the fish from here, I wouldn't recommend it. That's just me though. That's just me. I'm no expert. But just saying. Nice to look at. Oh, I like their interior design at night. A minute, look at that. Look at Molo's. Nice. Oh yeah, so all of you lovers and couples and coupled up want to visit New York City, and if you want to get a nice getaway from the city, this would be your spot. You're very welcome. Don't forget to commit. If you propose 50%. All right, continue. Let's continue. Let's get it going. So most of these properties here to the right are at least $1.5 million. If you go on the other side of these properties here, you will see the fanciest cars. So KD, if I go behind these buildings, time right now, maybe I'll do it someday. But literally, these condos, townhouses, have they have the best cars I've seen, like the best collections, like Rolls Royces, Ferraris, what else? McLarens. I've heard couple rappers and athletes here. This is a nice waterfront property. Oh, you know what? Every single time I come here, the connection is not that great. So I'm going to continue walking. Are you guys able to see me? See the video? Oh, look at this one over here. How you doing? How you doing? Look at that. So have I convinced you enough to cross the Hudson River, come to New Jersey, and get this view and enjoy this view? I don't care if you come here to eat, to enjoy the view, to propose, whatever it might be. But do me a favor and come here. I don't even own any property. I'm not a salesperson. There's a nice... yes, garages in the back. That's what I meant. So let me see. Let me just quickly on the back side. I don't want to. Let me go to the garage side and see if I can find you a nice car. And when we come back, the view is gonna be better. Side of the buildings, the building is this way, as you can see. All right, today I don't see really fancy cars. Maybe if I walk down that way, I might be able to see fancy cars. But I don't want to stay on their property for too long and look weird, you know? So if you want to look up this property, there you go. Brownstones, waterfront property in Weehawken, New Jersey. Now look at this view, friends. That look a postcard. That looks something out of a movie. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? All right, you might want to refresh page. I know I don't have the best connection because I have T-Mobile. T-Mobile. Okay. I'm gonna work on getting a better plan from Verizon. I'm gonna work on that soon. Except Verizon charges an arm and a leg. It's so expensive. Sorry. How about now? Is it better? You know what? Every time I come to this connection is not the best. You vet by the water. That makes sense. Because it was working fine for me for some time, and then when I got closer to the water, still blurry? No. Let's see. Yeah, waterfront is a problem. I agree with you. I agree with you. How about now? So I changed it to E instead of 5G. See, let's see if that makes a difference. It's better, much better. Oh, you know what? Okay, there's a few issues here. One is that most of New Jersey and New York is still not compatible with 5G. So sometimes reducing the connection or downgrading the connection from 5G to LTE works fine. Barnabas, Bulpid, how are you doing? Oh, better, right? Okay, fantastic. So let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to enjoy the view. All right. Oh, you know what? Okay, so at some locations, I gotta tell you, at some locations 5G doesn't work well. In some locations 5G works fine. Well, most of you do. Most of you do as well. Okay, so let's take a moment to celebrate this nice view of the city, and continue. Hi. Freedom Tower, that's right. It's way down. How nice would it be to own a prop? Where is the purple? There are a few lights. Yes, that is Rainforest River. Yes, this is where Joe Budden lives. That's right. I about that a couple of. That is correct. That's why I said rappers and athletes live here. Looks like we have whole view to ourselves. And he's here. There's barely anybody. Barely anybody. You see this? Driving around. Hello to you too. All right, another beautiful shot, another beautiful moment here. Amazing Manhattan skyline. You don't get this good signal. Mini Monstra Stera. It's not always empty. I think it's just Friday night. Everyone having a good time, you know. Go on, it's family time. I think that might be why. Most of the time, it's not crowded, but there's more people than this. Well, one guarantee you is that it does not get as crowded as appears in New York City. It's not. Okay, so let's continue walking. Still in Weehawken. So there's I walked by the Port Imperial Pier, and I'm going towards the Lincoln Pier. As you can see, these properties are barely occupied. So if you guys are interested in buying a property here, you have an option, but expect to pay a lot of property taxes because this is New Jersey. New Jersey will tax the life out of you. Property prices might be a little cheaper than Manhattan. Gosh, Ivy. Gosh. Manny Explorers, how are you doing? I mentioned you yesterday because I saw a Puerto Rican flag at a gift shop. See a lot of people taking nice pictures over here. Rob, did you take the water ferry here there? I took the path train and then I took rail. So behind these buildings here, behind these properties, there's a light rail. So the light rail goes down to Hoboken, and then from Hoboken you can take the path train to New York City, or you can take the path train, you know, from Jersey City to New York City as well. It's a bit, you know, I had some time, so, and it's cheaper. If you take the ferry, one way is $9, but also faster with a nice view. Yes, if you take the train, or I mean, if you take the path train, you're not gonna get this view, obviously. You love Hoboken. I love Hoboken as well, Manny. Galororo, barororo. Yeah, so the path train is like $2.75, and then the light rail is $2.50. Takes a while, but that's cheaper. But yeah, you can't beat the view from the ferries. And I got a little surprise for you at the end, so stay with me, friends. Stay with me. If you have not subscribed, this is time to subscribe so you don't miss this unedited, unscripted tours of different. There you go. And today I am in Weehawken, New Jersey. If you've never heard of this city, look it up. Oh, by the way, Weehawken has the oldest ferry system in the country. And this is also home to a couple of international firms like UBS. UBS is headquartered in Weehawken. I know they have offices in the city on Avenue of the Americas. They have a couple of buildings there, but their headquarters is in Weehawken, New Jersey. Anybody from Switzerland? There you go. All right. Jeez. Was that cooking weed in the car? Interesting. Okay, let's continue walking and enjoy these views. Across this way, there's a nice park. Crystal Hickerson, thank you so much for... Okay, let's go this way. Oh, and if you have kids, you know, you can bring them to playgrounds. There are a few in New Jersey, right? Enjoy the view while your kids play. Just like New York City, anybody who is 16 and up, 16 and older can take the vaccine in New Jersey now. Okay, so you hear the bell? You guys hear that bell? Down from here all the way to, let's see, it goes all the way to Bayonne. Between, you can So on a nice, beautiful day, this place would be packed. Of course, it's Friday night now. People have lives. They go to bars, go to clubs, do such things, I guess. And now they're not here. Or maybe they're getting ready to go out. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Is it buffering? Oh, come on. We've worked on that. There's a soccer stadium here. Soccer field. It's empty. Chris Jakowitz. Yes, I guess that's true. That's true. Maybe they're just at home. They're just at home chilling. Staying healthy. Like I said, I'm just making it up. Such a place right now. On the weekends, nice and sunny. Ooh, this place would be popping. People exercising, families hanging out, eating, drinking their coffee, having a good time. Okay, friends, like I said, I have a surprise for you. It's coming up, so stay with me. But I want to show you as much of this view as possible. And the ferry runs very, very frequently. It was suspended for some time because of lockdown and, pandemic. They suspended service for some time. But now it's back to the regular schedule. They have frequent services during the week, on the weekends as well. It is a beautiful view, right, Crystal? I agree. And you know what? One of these days, I'm going to bring you another one. Another one during the day, maybe early in the morning. Why not? Why not, right? There was a time when a lot of people from New York City, not a lot, but like a good number of people were moving out here, renting properties here, buying properties, and developers, converted most of his land into residential property, built commercial residential properties. But now that trend is slowing down. All right, I don't know if I can go through this side. Why not? I haven't been here for a while, so let's see. Because construction often, and sometimes they block some pathways. Sometimes they change these walkways. So if I end up somewhere in Philadelphia, it's all on you guys. Make sure to keep a record, okay? All right, so everything is blocked over here. I can't get through. Dark and scary, right? There's no one here, but I hear people. But I do hear people. I don't see anybody though. Born in Vegas, but retiring in Vegas. But retiring in Vegas. Really? Jocko whiskey. Is it buffering for you still? No. No. Nah, it's okay. Just gotta stay alert. All right, I hear people this way. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. This is where the sound is coming from. There's a public tennis court over here. People playing tennis. This is very creepy, right? It is creepy. But guess what? We're gonna continue walking. Because walking is the only way out here. All right, this is going in circles. Let's go on the other side. See, because of construction, they blocked off this way. I could have easily walked through here and get to the other side. So now I have to go through, I don't know, what looks like, I don't know, Paducah, Kentucky. Kind of looks like, oh, wait a minute, but let's take a moment here. Why am I whispering? Because I'm the only person around. I don't want to be loud. There you go. See that view right there? I'm going to show you a better one. There's a... New Jersey, Chris. This is the house. Oh, I don't know where that is. I gotta be honest. I know it's somewhere in Jersey, but I don't think it's by. I don't think it's here. All right. I see. One more time. Give it a like for the nice flag right there. Give it a flag. I know the Soprano's house is somewhere in Jersey, but I don't think it's here. I didn't disconnect. I did not disconnect at all. We're back. We're back. We're back. It's all good. We are in New Jersey. We are in New Jersey right now. Okay, friends, I'm in backwater New Jersey over here, as you can see. Lots of construction stuff. Because of construction, I have to go all the way around just to get to the other side. And in between, the connection was not great. So friends, as usual, since we lost connection for a few seconds or for a couple of minutes, there you go, there you go. That is the light rail right there. You would be taking that in between different cities here near the waterfront, near the Hudson River. If you decide to, if you choose to. Patience pays off, absolutely. And again, if you could share this video to let everybody know that we're back, that would be great. You can share it on, via text message or maybe Facebook. That would be great. So now I have reached my destination. It would not have been this difficult. It would not have been this difficult had it not been for the construction that's going on in between the two sides over here. Be like a doctor and have patience. Yes, see, patience pays off. Look at this view. Good thing that we didn't disconnect, and good thing that we did not end the stream. Look at this view. We are back with an amazing view, friends. Yes, we are back. Back again. Back to Jersey. This is so much better, right? You know the drill. Thank you, IV. Absolutely. You know the drill. All right, friends. So I'm honestly gonna work on signing up for a better phone service phone plan with Verizon because, talking to other streamers, Verizon has better reception in most parts of the city. So I'm going to switch to that. And I'll let you know when I finalize that. Because, yeah, it's not cool to have, these types of interruptions in between. I mean, in some parts, it works fine. But in other parts of New New York is such a pain, such a pain. Seren Infantino, mom was from New Jersey. What part of New Jersey? Ronnie Lasreda from Deal. Nivi Mendez. What are you doing? For a while. I took, I like your last name. You took the road less traveled, made it worthwhile. Absolutely. Yeah, and anything in between, anyways. The connection was not as great. You didn't miss anything because it was all like materials, trucks, and all that stuff. But now we're better. We're better. At this view. Melbourne, Australia. Nice. Marilu from Panama. I stayed once in New Jersey. Loved it. Marilu. Nice. What part of New Jersey can you stay? Yeah. So like I said, stay at hotels in New Jersey, but I don't recommend it because prices are enormous. So for instance, like the Residence Inn that is located in Port Imperial is about $150, $160 a night. You can find a hotel in New and be in New York and be in New York, and you don't have to commute. I mean, to visit, yeah, it's great, but to stay, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend paying so a hotel. If this one is open today, they always close it. Oh, it is open. It is open, friends. Absolutely amazing. This has been closed for time. It was off limits for visitors, but look at this. You guys are lucky. You all are bringing the good karma. Every time I come here, it was off limits. But look at it today. Open to the public. Amazing of the Manhattan skyline. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you seeing what I'm saying? Ignore the wind because the view is amazing. That's what I'm saying. You see that right there? A lot of you New Yorkers don't know New Jersey, even though New Jersey has one of the best views. Seeing what I'm saying right now, friend. Look at that amazing view. Let's have an accent. Depending on the day, we have different accents, different parts of the UK. Look at that. And any of you, couples who are thinking about Omar Calderon, can you live stream with Action Kid again? Yes, I will. Action Kid is my homie. Of course I will. There you go. That is the view. Oh, wait a minute. We almost fell in the water. Just kidding. You can't hear me? What? Let's walk here for a little bit. Yes, it's very windy. I'm by the Hudson River. I am by the Hudson River, but the view trumps all the negative. There you go. Hey Robert, how you doing? There you go. The view's amazing. Is there another way to get to that? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So I should probably get like your...
To get here, you can either take a ferry, you can take the bus on the other side, you can take... So if you take the bus, you would take bus 158 or 156, and it stops literally right in front of this waterfront. Or take the PATH train and go to Hoboken, and then from Hoboken or Jersey. Hey, how you doing? Hi. No, you're good. Thank you. And you know, you could take the ferry. I'm sorry, the light rail. You can get off here. You can get off at or today, because I knew I wouldn't have time to stop by a coffee shop. Okay, friends, the best is yet to come, and hopefully we're not gonna have any connection issues. So stay with me. Love this. Is this any Newport? Newport is not that far from here. So yeah, from Newport you can take there and take the light rail. And there are many ways to get here. There are many ways: ferry, bus, light rail, all that good stuff. And there's a chart house restaurant over here with a nice view of the city. How far is Kearney? Oh, Kearney is very far from here. Very. Well, I mean, if you take the bus or the light rail, I'm sorry, the train, it takes forever. But Kearney is not nearby. Oh man, Focused is here. Nice seeing you, my friend. Yes, you got lucky. You got lucky twice in a row. And guess what? Today is all about views. And the best view for me is about to come. So stay with me, friends. The best view is coming up. There's a new Whole Foods down here. All right, is everybody with me so far? Are you all with me? All right, there's that Whole Foods that I just mentioned. If you're in New Jersey and want to go to a Whole Foods location, I would recommend this one because it's a lot newer, it's more organized. It's just much nicer than the other Whole Foods I've been to in New Jersey. But regardless, it's Whole Foods. Anybody watching from Switzerland, Germany? Oh, Weston Newport. Weston Newport is way down from here. The Weston is at Newport. That one is in a nice location as well with a nice view of the city. But again, expensive, very expensive. I've mentioned this a few times. UBS building, that's right. This is the headquarters for UBS. UBS Wealth Management. This is the headquarters. Right there. The two buildings to the left and to the right, both UBS. And you know, one thing that I noticed is like a lot of these fancy buildings or high scale, you know, upscale Jersey, they have a free transportation from the bus stations and ferry terminals to piers. You know Holy Hands, huh? You must have lived in this neighborhood. Yeah, it was on the other side. I remember they were closed for some time, just like a lot of. But I think they're open now. Yeah, Ruth Chris Steakhouse is down the street as well. There's another burger place too. I forgot the name. Jack's or something. Um, yeah, I thought it was expensive. Yeah. Yeah, so most things in front of this waterfront property, most businesses, restaurants, apartments are expensive. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody left us a balloon. You know, boy who's now thinking about this little balloon over here. I'll just let it sit there. All right, so there is the H&M building. I see the Hudson Yards right there. I see the MetLife building. I see a few buildings right there. You see it? All right, I don't want to photobomb these people. We're taking pictures, so I'm gonna take a different route. That's funny. So yeah, if you want to gram, if you want to take pictures for Facebook, whatever it might be, this is your spot. This is one of the spots. During the day, at night, it is fantastic. Yeah? But apparently this building here, this apartment building, or this property here was flooded. As you can see, it's built on the Hudson River. As you can see that, right? It was flooded. It's a very expensive property. It looks old, but it's very expensive. Yes, they have nice views, but during Hurricane Sandy, it was flooded, just like many properties. I don't know how they feel so confident to stay here after what happened. So Holy Hands is, somebody said Holy Hands. Oh, you know what? I think Holy Hands is closed. I don't see the sign anymore. But yeah, it would be right there in the middle. And the Ruth Chris that I mentioned is right there. That is Ruth Chris Steakhouse. It looks like somebody's celebrating a birthday. So as you can see, New Jersey, it's much different. Well, not too different now because New York has increased indoor dining capacity as well. But as you can see here, indoor dining is going on over here. As you can see, it's packed inside. For those of you who don't know, Ruth Chris is a fancy schmancy restaurant. But if you go during happy hour, if you feel like splurging, but not too much, you can get a burger for $13, $14. All right, so this is the restaurant that I mentioned earlier, Jack Austin's. Yes, I said Jack's, but it's the actual name is Jack Austin's. The burger is good, but one, it's expensive, and second, it was too salty, if I remember right. It was too salty. And above it is the Sheraton, the famous Sheraton, the Sheraton of Weehawken, New Jersey. A lot of tourists stay here. Like I said, just like many hotels in New Jersey along the Hudson River, it is expensive. This place is expensive. It's not cheap. Sometimes it's just better to stay in New York. Why pay more, to be here and also pay an additional amount, for commuting? All right, you can just stay in New York and walk around New York and not even have to take the train. And again, I hope I have convinced you, at least so far, to take the leap and visit New Jersey and not ignore New Jersey, because New Jersey has some amazing, amazing views. And like I said, the best is yet to come. So I have something special for you. Stay with me. Stay in Connecticut and take that Metro North. Yes, you can do that too. But honestly, if you plan ahead, if you plan in advance, you can get a nice room for a decent price in New York City. You don't even up to Connecticut. New York City has hundreds, if not thousands, of hotels. Lots of options. Just, get your reservation in advance. Make your reservation in advance. Look for deals. Look for, credit card discounts. Some credit card companies give a specific discount if you pay using their card, to book a specific hotel, whether it is, Hilton Garden Inn, DoubleTree, Marriott, whatever it might be. So look into that. Look into these different opportunities, with credit cards, advanced purchase and all that good stuff to get a good deal. All right, so I'm gonna wait here for a little bit. I don't know what time the ferry is coming, but the ferry is supposed to be here. And guess what? I'm taking the ferry back to New York, to Midtown. And the view from the ferry is one of a kind. It is amazing. Yes, I'm taking the ferry. I already got my ticket. There you go. And it expires today, so I need to use it today. Yes, I'm hoping to take you with me. Hopefully the connection is not going to be terrible, because sometimes, on the Hudson, whenever I'm crossing the river, the connection is not as great. But stay with me. The ferry's supposed to be here soon. Yes, that was the surprise. I already got my ticket. I have not used it. We're going to go on the ferry and we're going to have a real-time experience, real life or in real-time experience, taking the ferry to New York. I agree, Rain Love, absolutely. New Jersey has one of the best views. But a lot of people dismiss New Jersey right off the bat. I never understood why. I guess, I'm from California, so I don't care. I'm here to explore. I'm here to check out things, to check out cities. I don't have that bias. Master Hens, Rob, you just know how to spoil us even more. Absolutely. You guys have been great, so why not? Give you a bonus content. Why not? I think I've walked for a little while, but why not take the ferry and add to that, right? All right, remember what I was saying, the 158 bus? So if you take this bus, 158, from New York, from Port Authority, the Port Authority that I showed you yesterday, it will drop you off right there. Woo, look at the Ferrari. Ooh, that's a white one. Wow. That was a nice one. You saw that Ferrari? That was beautiful. Oh, I got excited. Yeah, so it would have, if you had to get off here, it would have dropped you off right there where the lights are blinking right in front of that building. He thought I was crossing right. I should have asked for a ride. I should have been like, can you give me a ride? Friends, what time is it? What time is it in New York? I don't have my watch with me and I'm using my phone. The ferry should be here momentarily. You know what? Until then, let's just continue walking and see what else we can find. See what type of trouble we can get into. $9:38. Okay. So I think the ferry should be here around 10. Oh, there's a little spot over here, hidden spot. A little hidden gem. So quiet over here. 9:39. Cool. All right. But friends, are you enjoying this walk? Are you enjoying the views? Are you enjoying the view of the Manhattan skyline from New Jersey so far? Are you? How you doing? I'm glad you're enjoying it. So now I'm getting closer to Hoboken. I don't want to go too far because the ferries are unforgiving. If you are late by a few seconds, they will leave you. They are on a strict time. The bus, if they see you, if you wave, they're like, oh, okay, let's just wait for this guy a little bit, The ferry, they do not care. They're like, oh, there's another ferry. You can get on that one. So in any case, if I continue walking this way, it's like a cruise ship, absolutely. They have to be on time, very strict with time. So if I continue walking this way, I'll get to Hoboken, but I don't want to go that far right now. All right, so this building right here, right in front of me, that used to be the factory for or the packaging plant, I believe, for Lipton tea. And now they're converted into, it's a landmark. Now they're converted into apartments. By the way, Hoboken has a lot of history. I've done an extensive, well, I wouldn't say extensive. I've done a good tour of Hoboken. I might have to do another one. But Hoboken is full of history. So literally, if I had the ability to walk on this river right here and cross to the other side, that would be Hoboken. And it would be a place for a whole another history. A full tour, a full live stream. Hoboken is the birthplace of baseball, the ice cream cone. Of course, their golden boy, Frank Sinatra. Literally Frank Sinatra, even though he lived in Vegas, he's still considered like a hometown hero, obviously, for obvious reasons. There's Frank Sinatra Drive, Frank Sinatra Park, Frank Sinatra Apartments. There is everything Frank Sinatra in Hoboken. Okay, we need to wait for the ferry here. I don't want to go too far because I need to go to Midtown. Rick Schumacher, yes, 20 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a weekday. It's supposed to be every 20 minutes, and weekends, I believe it's 30 or 40 minutes. Yeah, I haven't been here for a long time, and last time I was here, the ferry was not even running. The ferry service was suspended. But I'm so glad to see a lot of things changing in New York and New Jersey nowadays. Things are slowly opening up, even though it's slowly, they're opening up. Services are slowly going back to normal, slowly. All right, I see the ferry coming. I think that's the ferry right there. But there are so many ferries, though. It's not just, the one that's coming to... So right now I'm at the Lincoln Harbor Pier, the Lincoln Harbor. I don't know if... anyway, so yeah, there's a ferry service to Lower Manhattan. There's also a ferry service to Wall Street. Specifically the Brookfield Place, Pier 11 at Wall Street. There's a few ferry services going back and forth between New Jersey and New York. So if you stay on the side, and if you're here for a week, get like a weekly pass, so you can use the ferry back and forth. You're on vacation, splurge a little bit more. You don't have to take the long route. And sometimes, I would say just for the sake of checking it out, I would say take the PATH train. It's $2.75 one way from here. It can take you, not from here, but from Hoboken or Jersey City. You can take that to Midtown Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, or you can take it to World Trade Center as well. And as you know, the World Trade Center station, the PATH station, is where the Oculus is. All right, yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, this property right here, as you can see, it's built on the Hudson River. And this place was apparently flooded, and people had to be evacuated from this building here, from this apartment building. I believe there are condos, these condos. How crazy would it be, you know what I mean, to be stranded here and not have a way to get out? All right, so we're going to be enjoying the view for a few minutes until we take the ferry, and the ferry should take us from here to Midtown Manhattan on 39th Street, and from there we'll get to the city. Are you with me so far? I kind of want to continue walking, but I don't want to walk too far and miss the ferry. Oh, somebody kept asking about the moon. I don't see the moon. I think let's see. It's behind. The moon is hiding behind the buildings. Oh, thank you, Daryl. It's about time I become posh. I always thought I would be posh one day. There's the UBS here. That is the Union Bank of Switzerland. They have two buildings over here, and that is the headquarters for UBS. UBS Financial Services, UBS Wealth Management. All right, I see people waiting. So that means the ferry should be here momentarily. Sheraton. Yeah, this Sheraton is expensive though. See, the bus is here again, and this one is the 159R. So there are a few buses that stop by here. You see that? You could literally take the bus from Port Authority, the building that I showed you yesterday. You can take it from there, and your first stop would be in Weehawken. All right, I'm gonna stand here so I can be the first person in line. Oh, I think I see the ferry. Hopefully it's the double-decker one. If it's the double-decker one, I'm gonna sit on the top and show you a nice view of the city. Financial district. Somebody asked if I'm gonna be doing a tour of the financial district. I have done that a couple of times. I love the financial district. Financial district is awesome. There are some nice apartments there. I love the energy. I love the energy down by Wall Street, financial district. But man, those guys just pay so much for rent. DN, I have not seen you for some time. Nice seeing you. It's cool to see most of you, that I haven't seen for a while. It's Friday in New York. We already have Saturday. That's right, Momo. All right, the ferry's almost here. I hope it's the one that's coming here because there's another one that goes to Hoboken. Hopefully this one is coming this way. And sometimes, late at night, what happens is they will have a ferry that stops by, Hoboken, Weehawken, and one other place and goes to New York, or just Weehawken and Hoboken and goes to New York, because it's very expensive to run these ferries. But during the day when it's busy, you have just like one dedicated ferry going back and forth between Weehawken and Midtown New York, one going from Hoboken to New York, back and forth, all that good stuff. William Andrews, greetings to you. I can't remember if you are from South Carolina or North Carolina. I just don't want to guess. I love New Jersey. Yes, that is the ferry right there. You got it right. Yeah, so you see it far down that way. Durham, North Carolina. That's okay. That sounds about right. I knew it was North Carolina or South Carolina. Just wasn't sure. See? You see that ferry right there? It looks like it's the double-decker one. So hopefully, we get to sit on the top and be on top of the world. Nothing can stop me now. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me now. I'm all the way up. See, they used to have the schedule here, but now they took it down. They used to have a schedule here. You would be able to see and expect, the next ferry. But now, that's not the case. I guess I walked a little too fast, huh? I should have taken my time. But I hope you're enjoying this view. It's a very nice view. A little ASMR, a little bit of view. Contra, to help with your ferry ride expenses. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is very nice of you. I appreciate it. And also, friends, that reminds me, if you do want to support the channel, if you feel like, you want to support the channel, if you choose to, the best way to do that is via PayPal. The details for that should be in the description. That should be the best way. And also, I do have a Patreon page. And with that, you get exclusive insights, information. You get a heads up on live streams. You get to get the first information, I guess, heads up whenever I'm doing a live stream. So make sure to check that out as well. Make sure to check out my Patreon page. I share some insights on that, on coffee shops, bakeries, all that good stuff. And what I'm gonna start doing over the summer is on my Patreon page, I'll give insights on the best hotels, for your budget, the best type of transportation, depending on how long you're staying in New York, and give you some insights on New Jersey, what to see. You know the obvious places, of course, but I'm gonna add, a few more hidden gems in the city and also in New Jersey. I'm gonna do that for you over the summer. So be on the lookout for that. This is so calming over here. I love it. Literally, Times Square is right across this river. And see how quiet it is over here? And if we go to Times Square, it would be a whole another story. Oh man, you know what? I should have brought my yacht. Oh man, instead of paying $9 for a ferry, I should have brought my yacht. It would have been so much faster. Alex Mandeli, hello Robel, buonasera. We have been out shopping, nice. Oh, I'm not a fan of shopping. Oh, good for you. Shopping nauseates me. I usually go to stores just for you guys, just to show you what they have, the prices, and just to give you a perspective, insights on, New York City stores, New York City businesses. But if it was up to me, if I was by myself, I wouldn't. Yeah, unless I have to buy something specific. I wouldn't. Oh, wait a minute. I can't miss that. Woo! Look at this, baby. Woo! He knows. Bermuda watching, nice. A Lambo, KD, you see that? That's right. He for sure is not waiting for the ferry. He has no time for that. He definitely is not waiting for the ferry. He's gonna get to New York in a light speed. At a lightning speed. You hear that? You can still hear it. Yeah, by the way, New Jersey, you get to see a lot of fancy cars. Way more than New York. Way more than New York. A lot of, wealthy people have properties on both sides. Oh, there's a German Shepherd. How you doing? Will we see the Statue of Liberty? Oh, the Statue of Liberty is way far. Way far from here. But yeah, one of these days we're definitely gonna do a Statue of Liberty tour. Oh, wait a minute. The Lambo's back. I think he's just doing like a little ride around, just cruising around, just taking his time, enjoying the new car, possibly. Looks new.
Does it feel special? I've lived here for 4 years. Well, you lived in Wayne. I've been to the city every week.
No, I think there should be another ferry coming in like 4 or 5 minutes. If not, then we're gonna ask for a ride. We are gonna ask for a ride. You see that Lambo's back again. Ooh. Interesting. Oh yeah, he's having a good time. He's just chilling there. All right, I think the schedule must have changed because there should have been a ferry coming at 10. There should have been a ferry at 10 o'clock. Rich Schumacher, you need to catch the last ferry at Port Imperial. I thought the last one from here was at 10. Oh, this guy's just driving around. He's just having a good time. Disturbing the peace, right? Rich Schumacher, really? There should have been one at 10. Oh no. You have to go to Hoboken 14th Street. You know what? I will have to stay on this side then. I guess I will have to stay in New Jersey tonight, huh? No, there should have been a ferry at 10. Unless they changed the schedule. That's the problem. They change the schedule often these days because of, just how business is going, how slow it is. All right, so maybe I'll take the light rail. Maybe I'll show you how to take the light rail from here to Port Imperial, and then from there, either we take the bus or the ferry. Rich Schumacher. The last ferry was at 7:40. See, online where I saw, or you know what, actually I spoke with somebody at Port Imperial Station and they said I can take the ferry from here at 10. They said the last one was at 10. Yeah, there are buses. Yeah, the buses run all night. No, I'm not stranded. All right, so the Port Imperial one, I hope I don't miss that one though. If so, I might have to just take the bus. Can you guys see what time it is? I mean, what time the next bus, not bus, but the next ferry from Port Imperial is leaving? What time is the next ferry from Port Imperial? I mean, I know that what time it is now, but what I'm saying is, like, can you look up what time the next ferry is coming from Imperial? Oh, it's 10:20. Okay. All right. I want to wait for the light rail because is even is probably going to make me wait at least 40 minutes. Ooh, look at that view, friends. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this view over here. You're seeing what I'm seeing? Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Port Imperial, Port Imperial. Thank you for that, by the way. I don't want to go to Hoboken because the view, I like the view from Port Imperial better. At least on the ferry. It's much better. It's so quiet now. Oh man, the chart house has a nice view. Look at this one more time. Very nice, right? Okay, so let's take up here. Even if we miss it, it's worth it. I'll take the bus back and then I'll show you the ferry ride another time. Good. They have a similar shuttle to take their residents to and from train stations and also ferry to the ferry station as well. But this one looks like it's a party bus. Having a good time partying, you know. If you lived in one of these nice upscale apartments, they'll have a shuttle for you at a scheduled time to take you to and from the bus station and ferry terminals. Okay, friends, so connection over here, if I remember. So let's walk this way. You know, people not wearing as much, you know, partying without masks on. Seeing a lot of that. And that, my friends, is a Civic. Kind of sounded like a fancy car, but it is a Honda Civic. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Ivy Lynn. I should have checked myself instead of just believing a random person standing in front of the ferry terminal. But, you know, these days the schedules change. Like I said, you know, for the longest time, the ferry service wasn't working. And then, you know, especially on the weekend, they started operating for limited hours in the morning and then late in the day. And then they introduced a couple of times during the day, like midday. And then now it looks like it's back to normal, which is good. But yeah, I do remember taking the ferry from this location even late at night, as late as I think 10:30 or 10:40. No worries. We'll get to New York either way, because New York is accessible from here. New York is not far from New Jersey. You can either take the train, you can take the bus, or you can take the ferry depending on the schedule. So this is the construction site that I mentioned earlier where connection was disrupted. I don't know if connection has been disrupted right now. I hope not. Ooh. So much going on. And behind this hill right here, there are a lot of houses and apartments, and the view from there is just spectacular. You think the view from here is amazing, but if you live in one of those properties over there behind the hill, there are a lot of houses, by the way. You can't see them right now because of where I'm standing. But there are some nice houses with nice views from there. It's amazing. Properties, commercial properties, as you can see. And these guys are gonna have an amazing view as well. But if you want a studio or a one-bedroom apartment in this neighborhood, you can get one for $2,700, $2,800, up to $3,000. But of course, more spacious than what you would find in New York City. So what some people do is they live in New Jersey, right, to save on tax, because income tax is lower in New Jersey. So they live here, but they work in New York. Because New York has the state tax, there is an additional New York City. So you get tax, and that's excluding federal taxes, federal income taxes. So some people live in New Jersey and work in New York. Too much, but depending on your income, sometimes it could make a difference. So one of these days, I'm gonna bring you an early morning live stream and show you how. Tori, I normally walk fast, but when recording, I take my time because what I don't like is if I'm recording and I'm walking too fast and the camera is moving down and shaking, I hate that. And if I and look at that footage and it's shaking, some type of vibration, it gives me a headache. I'm like, a lot of people wouldn't like it. Hey, give you a headache. I personally don't like it. So if I'm by myself, if I'm with friends, if I have to go somewhere, if I'm not recording, I walk fast. But recording, I want that footage to be as smooth as possible. You know what I mean? It got to look good because 5-6 years from now, I want to look back at those same videos and say, okay, this looks nice. If there's shaking, vibration, a little Harlem shake, it ain't gonna look good. Wait, is it buffering still? It shouldn't be buffering. Marathon ride fly. I don't mean to. I just gotta catch the ferry today. I wanted to show you that view. And I know, I get a lot of messages saying like, oh, some people say like, oh, you walk slow. And some people are like, oh, you moved fast. I have vertigo. Move the camera too fast, too quickly. When you're doing live at this time, like, why did I do that? All right. I don't think there's a way out here. So calm and quiet over here. Look at
Walk in, we're out.
rain love. Oh, that's through here. That's good. Anybody should be able to walk around without any worry. Or maybe we could one of these residents over here, one of these props, to see if we can at night, and then wake up early in the morning and get a nice footage of the city. Why not? Right? Look at these guys. They're just chilling, having a good time. They're not even worried about the views. They're just watching TV, playing video games, having a good time, right? Why not? Extra room for me. I don't take up too much space. Very nice apartments, yes. At least $1 million plus. Very expensive. And again, I apologize, friends. I don't like walking fast, when I'm recording. But trying to see if I can catch that ferry. If not, I'm just gonna rent a yacht, Take one of the yachts that are just sitting there idle. Yeah, unfortunately, the internet connection over here on this side is not that great. So it's gonna take a minute or two before it goes back to normal. That's why I do my best, to avoid live streams near the water. I usually do recordings instead of live streams in front of waterfront properties, Jersey and New York, but New Jersey's much better. Look at this. Some of these apartments, I don't see any lights on. It's not even late in the day. They should have a room for me. Oh, look at the nice dining room. So cool. All right, a little bit more of the... This is key, absolutely. Haitians hey. Yeah, so this would be a nice place to relax, enjoy the view of New York City. You see that? Wouldn't you want to come here late at night and enjoy this view? Such a serene, peaceful environment. Look how nice it is. All right. I'm gonna walk a little faster, possibly run. I don't want to shake the camera too much and give you a headache. From Argentina, Julio, how are you doing? Good example of social distancing. Yeah, sometimes people don't do that though. All right, let's see. Walk a little faster. Run, run, run. Wait a minute. Why are they not opening outside? I could have taken the ferry right there. Run, Forrest, run. Oh, could we just take a moment and enjoy this view right here? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the camera as steady as possible and run. See if we do it. Wait a minute, is that the ferry leaving? No, no, it's not even 10 yet. Still have minutes. You see that? Oh, sorry, I don't mean to go fast. I know it gives a headache to some people. Wait, it's 10:21? No, it's not. I still have 2 minutes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, all right. I guess it's 10:40 then, huh? That's all right. The ferry waits for no one. That's absolutely right. That is correct. I'm telling you, I'm tempted to stay here now. I'm tempted to stay in New Jersey for the night. That's okay. Robin Bunny Buns, hello. Carlos, yes, in Colombia you guys are an hour behind, right? Where in Colombia are you? Hopefully Medellin. I literally thought I had 2 minutes. I took my time. I would have run earlier. But it's okay. Oh, Tori, don't say that. That's the last ferry? No. No. Oh, you are in Bucaramanga. Nice. All right, I guess we gotta take the bus. We have to take the bus back to New York City. Back to New York. Yeah, the good thing about the bus is it comes more frequently. It's not like the ferry. Well, since we're here, let's enjoy the view. We might as well, just for a little bit. Yeah, so those are the properties that I was mentioning. You see those properties right there in the back, behind the hill? Those properties, I think, have the best view of the city. Takes a while to get there. I mean, you have to drive there or take the bus. But there are a couple of parks over there, and the view is just amazing. Can we go with you in the bus? Unfortunately, buses don't allow recording. They get a little uptight when you start recording. People feel uncomfortable because it's like a confined space, and you streaming, talking and recording. I tried it before. They were not as happy. Okay, in any case, this is the Port Imperial Ferry Station right here. This huge building that you're seeing right here. Here. This is Weehawken, New Jersey, specifically Weehawken. You know what? That apartment building right there, the Enview apartment, I think it's actually a hotel, maybe. There's always a party going on, you see? Like, there's always a rooftop party going. I want to show you what the ferry station. Before I take the bus, I want to show you what it looks like. And the ticket shop is closed. This is the New York City waterway. New York waterway, not New York City. And I'll buy, price was, so let's say Brookfield. Pay, so a child $7.50 instead of a $9. So it's not that much cheaper. So let's cancel this. Cancel it right there. So one way for adult. So the one that I got is one way. If I had to pay now, it would be $9. That's how much I paid. Cancel that. And let's see. One way. If you have a bike, the price is more. Let's see how much it is. Usually it's more. $10.25. So if you have a bike, you pay $1.25 more.
Yeah, bro, that was the last one for the night.
That was the last one, right?
That was the last one.
Is there another one from or that was everywhere? Oh, okay. Just to
We just trying to get it.
I do remember.
Yeah, but before you, all nights.
I'm saying, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can take a late.
Days. Right as that. That's
Fridays and Saturdays. Okay, weekends 10:20. Oh man, I got so excited to. I haven't enjoyed the view of the city. Thank you, brother. All right. Car is open here. Spectacular. I'm gonna tell you about soon because the horse carriage ride is very expensive compared to the other thing that I'm planning to do. So in any case, here's a little cafe. Fortunately, it's closed right now, but it's a nice ferry station. The city still. Even though we didn't get to take the ferry, but I promise you, we'll take the ferry. Unfortunately, not today. All right, Kristen Hansen. Well, I worked at JFK Graveyard. Totally know what it's like to be at the airport late night. Everything closed at night. That's what it said. Yeah, either way, time. That's right, KD. We did enjoy our time. Oh, you know what? There's a ferry just sitting idle. Why don't we take this one? Why don't we take this ferry here? There's another one sitting right there. Ah, my license. Let's see. Let's see if we can find something interesting. At least the ferry terminal in New York has a gelato store, and the gelato there is really good. But that's not the case over here. Okay. Or Sully, or look at that. There's a little bit of history for y'all. That's what we talked about earlier. To the front page of New Jersey News and New York by still a ferry. Go. Miracle on the Hudson. There's Captain Chelsea Sullenberg. Wait. He goes by Chelsea or Sully? Dad. I'm gonna look up Miracle on the Hudson. On the morning of January 2009, Flight 1540, Sullenberger, and First Officer Jeffrey Skills. Only minutes into the flight, multiple birds struck the plane, resulting in engine failure. Can you imagine being in that plane? Sullenberger took control and performed an emergency water landing in the Hudson. The plane waited in the freezing water. The passengers and crew waited on the wings with uncertainty. The plane began to sink. Scary with that be. How fine would that be? In their quick-thinking crews, most of the plane's crew were brought to New York Waterways Port Imperial Ferry Terminal in Weehawken. I guess they brought them here. Look at the emergency crew. Look at the EMTs lined up to take people. You see that? Okay, friends. Before it is too late, let me take the New Jersey Transit back to New York City. Hi, Jill. How are you doing? Oh, I've been live for a while now. I'm glad you made it. I apologize. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube is not sending notifications anymore. They used to, but not anymore. Let's see what machine it is. Let's see. Oh, this is for parking ticket. Everything you need to know about New Jersey and New York. All your guides for food, drinks, restaurants, attraction sites. There you go. Okay, friends. I think we have done a good deal of tour. You know what? Let me show you the bus. The Ferry Bus. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you. Or maybe we can join a party over there. I see a party. Maybe we might be able to join a party. Just not the ferry schedule. Yeah, so wait, I hear the ferry. Isn't that the ferry? I do hear the ferry. That is the ferry. Yeah, so the ferry schedule changes, as you heard. You know, it's changing slowly. And that's what has been happening. They're slowly coming back to the normal schedule, but I guess not fully back to the normal schedule. And as soon as you get off the ferry, you can take one of these buses for free and get to a specific destination within Jersey, and you can do the same in New York as well. So you can take one of these buses. Unfortunately, we can't take them right now. Oh, did the ferry just drop you off?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Nice. Yep, I guess the last ferry just dropped off people. That was what I heard, because I heard that loud honk, whatever you call it for a ferry. In any case, wait, oh, did I miss something here? I apologize. Mighty Bull, you're watching today. I did not see you until now. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. So now I am in New Jersey. No, I did not miss another ferry. So that ferry was the last one that is dropping off passengers from Midtown to here. Foghorn, yes, sounds like a foghorn. So the last one dropped off passengers. But there's no ferry from here to New York. I have to take the bus. But I'm just enjoying this right now. I'm standing here relaxing, maxing, chilling, you know. All right, friends, let's see. There is the Residence Inn that I mentioned. It's a very nice Residence Inn. A fairly new building, as you can see, it's very nice. And this place will cost you about $160 a night if you book it in advance. If you book in advance, but if you do it at the last minute, it could cost you as much as $200 a night. Like I said, you know, if you plan to visit New York City, I highly recommend staying in New York, or maybe down in the suburbs of New Jersey, like Elizabeth, New Jersey, maybe somewhere in Fort Lee or something like that, you know, further away from the waterfront, because the waterfront properties and hotels are super expensive. You might as well just stay in New York. Oh, I hear Michael Jackson. There's the Highwood right there. Bar/restaurant. Look at this nice building. Should I crash the party? The problem is I'm underdressed, as always. I don't fit in these type of places. I mean, I could shake it down, you know what I'm saying? I can dance, that's not a problem. But I'm underdressed, you know what I mean? I got my shoes on. I got my sweatpants. I'm wearing my sweatpants, sweatshirt. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be nice. Okay, friends, I think I've been on for too long, man. I gotta end it soon, huh? Dance, I break something. That's funny. It is funny. Look at all this ferry buses here. The last service of the day. That's it. I've been on for 2 hours. Oh, that's very long, Malay. That is very long. Super long. You know what I mean? Jacob Dalfe, the sooner you end, the sooner you lose. How so? How so? Okay, look at that view right there. Yeah, the hotels are expensive because of the view, and to be honest, most of them are fairly old. New York City hotels are super, super old, very old. But these most of these hotels are fairly new, built in the last like 10, 15 years. Oh yeah, I'll definitely get home. That's not a problem. I mean, I've been lost, you know, I've been lost in Colombia and Turkey, and like the most random places, because I had a shady cab driver who wanted to rip me off, you know, knowing that I'm a foreigner, and he literally just, you know, asked me like, I think it was 700, 800% more than the regular price, and he knew I was in the middle of nowhere, so he's like, yeah, you know, that's how much I ask for this ride. I'm like, it's I know the cost. So in any case, he left me. He left me in the middle of nowhere in Turkey. And if you have been to Turkey, English is not as common, even in Istanbul. It's not always as common. And from there, I had to find my way back. So yeah, New Jersey's easy, piece of cake. New Jersey's easy. So yeah, no, I've been through worse in life. I've been through hell in life. Jersey's not the worst thing that happened to me. I guarantee you. So yeah, no worries. Okay, friends, one last request. If you have not liked this video, make sure to give it a like. And I promise you, I'll bring you a nice ferry ride from either Weehawken or either tomorrow or on Sunday, depending on what I need to do tomorrow. And I'll show you New York at the same time. If you haven't shared the video, make sure to share it with friends. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you for tuning in from parts of the world, parts of the United States, Canada, UK, friends from all over the world. I appreciate everybody who supported the channel through the super chat, pal. And a big, as always, goes to the March, Tori, Island, Jill, Rail, Valerie, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but thank you so much. I want to say thank you for everything. I appreciate all right. Thank you so much. Have a good night and take care. Signing off from Weehawken, New Jersey. Ride, Jill. I hope you get a chance to look at the video beginning. The view from Weehawken is just amazing. Just, you know, and I had a chance to go to Port Imperial and Weehawken, and everything in between. The view is just spectacular. So I highly encourage you to watch that video. And I'm definitely going to bring you another amazing view. Actually, I will get a Verizon service soon. Like I said, you know, it's just super expensive. But I'm working on switching to Verizon. Verizon with the better data package and better service, better reception, and so on. Because T-Mobile is failing me. Big time. It works fine most of the time, but sometimes it's just a pain. Thank you, Ivy Lynn. Thank you so much, Alex Mondeli. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you.
Honestly, I never. always wanted a motorcycle. One, I could never really.
All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Have a good night.